Hey everyone, it's Barry here. Welcome to my Virgin Kitchen. I hope you are well. Today, oh my gosh, it's going to be intense. Well, for me, it's going to be intense. That old joke about the circus being intense. Are you British? Are you? Well, it doesn't matter. But if you are British, hence why Lizzie's out today, she's literally on her last legs. I'm going to have to replace her or get a cardboard cut out of one of you. That'd be weird, wouldn't it? I can do that. But if you're British, you will know that biscuits, which obviously in America is known as something else, let's get out of the way. You might call it a cookie. These are these three particularly, of the most popular biscuits here in the UK for dunking in your tea, your coffee. Oh yeah. Absolutely stonking. Custard Cream, chocolate Bourbon, Jammie Dodger, and party rings. I've made a giant one of those years ago. I will do giant ones of these. But I've actually done an individual recipe for Bourbons as well, but these ones I want to all do together with the help of... So these stampers, when I made the homemade Bourbons before, I just put holes in the top, and trust me, they are fine. But these stampers enable you, I don't know how they've got around that legally. Am I breaking the law right now? I don't know. But they actually put the proper designs on them. Like even on the Jammie Dodger, there's like a splat and a heart shape, and the Bourbon writing, and the Custard Cream. The Custard Cream is like crazy. It's got hieroglyphics on it. Anyhow, I've talked too much. I'm going to do an epic write-up for this. Let's do 4 biscuits in one day. Because there's so much going on, it's going to be quite intense this. It'll be very methodical, but just a little update. The giant Kinder Egg thing there is still drying. That's 2 days drying time. So fingers crossed that'll be okay to use. So with some of these recipes, you can shove it all in the blender and whiz it around. In fact, most of them you probably could get away with that, but I'm going to do a combination of both today. One of which is actually very delicate. The Jammie Dodger recipe is the most, you have to be really careful with it, but we're going to refrigerate most of the doughs to keep it firm and make our stamp do a good job. Right, custard creams. So there's the custard cream stamper. We'll leave that for the moment. 50 grams of sugar, 100 grams of butter. Now, first thing you want to do is just cream this together. So I've bunged it in the microwave, the butter, just for like 10 seconds. Don't overdo that because you'll just like burst it. But we're just going to cream it. So let the butter and the sugar cling together. All right, as you sort of stir it around, it'll put some heat into it, so like the butter, you can see it's starting to cling together a little bit. That's good. You just kind of want to keep going a little bit longer. A stand mix is really, really good for this, but honestly, as long as that sugar's dissolved for now, for buttercreams, it's much better with a stand mixer, to be honest. But look, that's fine. Teaspoon of vanilla extract. Boom. It's the good quality stuff, that. Oh yeah. Smells like an aftershave. This is custard powder, 50 grams of that. Hopefully you can get it abroad, but you can definitely get it all over the UK and probably online. Well, definitely online. And 100 grams of plain flour. Might need some more flour for dusting, so just keep that to one side. Bring this together, and it should form a dough. It might look dry at the moment, but it should all come together. But if it does stay too dry, you can just add a splash of milk. Yeah, just about a tablespoon of milk. We don't want it too wet. See how that sort of helped bring it together just a little bit? Okay, so that is just about coming together now. We need to roll it out. Totally using the Wrap Master. Woo! Dump that dough down just quite rough. Supposed to use a rolling pin, but I'm just really enjoying smacking it. So I've rolled it out. It's not the most perfect shape, but it doesn't matter because we can stamp around it and then re-roll again. So it's really important to fridge this now, just to firm it up and help make the stamping easier. Jammie Dodger's next. So good. Wedge between raspberry jams with a little hole in there. Let's do it. In goes 200 grams of chilled butter that I've just sliced into like rectangular blocks. And this is 300 grams of plain flour. So I'm going to take my ring off, but what we're going to do is that step that I really detest, where you kind of rub the flour and butter together until you get, I don't know, kind of like breadcrumby texture. As regular watchers will know, I just don't like this process. It just makes me feel all tingly. All right, that'll do. Nice breadcrumby texture. So next we sift in some icing sugar. Woo, smoky. That's the thing about baking, folks. It is not a tidy thing. Well, unless you're a TV show or you've got enough staff to help you. I'm just on my own, all right? Just bear with me. Use a spoon just to incorporate that and stir it through. There's still the odd lump there, but it's fine because it's all going to come together in a minute anyway. Now this is a delicate dough because this is really the only moisture that goes in there, but again, if you want to add some milk, you can. Vanilla extract and an egg yolk. So I'm just going to beat this through, and you can see it's starting to thicken it up. Give it a good 5 minutes of mixing, and it should start to form a very, very delicate dough. With this one, it's so delicate and it might not bond that well at first. It's good to flour down a surface first. Ugh, see? Yeah, that ain't gonna look like it's gonna bond at all, but it will. So just, you see? Already like that, just by bringing it into a lump. Using the flour, yes. As I say, it is quite delicate, but that will do. Cling film again, and roly-roly. Really happy with that, but as I say, this is the most delicate one. It needs to firm up for about half an hour. All right, third up are the chocolate bourbons, because otherwise I'm gonna forget which one's which in the fridge. They all look the same. That's the Jammie Dodger stamper, by the way, as well. Oh. But this is the bourbon one, okay? For the bourbon one, I'm gonna put them all in a food processor, because my arms are tired for now. 200 grams of flour, 100 grams of butter. I'm just gonna chuck that into 3 blobs. 100 grams of sugar. For the chocolate effect, cocoa powder. This is 48 grams. I ain't sieving it. No, no, no. Half a teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda. It's just gonna give it a teeny bit of rise. That's optional. And a blob of golden syrup. About a tablespoon. If you can't get hold of that, just use corn syrup. The only other thing that hasn't gone in yet is milk. So we're just gonna like blend it to get the crumminess, and then we'll add the moisture slowly. A little bit of milk to moisten it up, just a bit, like a tablespoon. Well, that's making a horrible noise. So I'm gonna stick it in a bowl instead. Going back to old school, baby. So I now can add in another tablespoon of milk, and we'll just beat it manually. I don't mind. Sorry, the light is all over the place at the moment. So let's flour down again. Dough out. Bring it together. You can see the consistency other than a few different tweaks in these recipes, right? You can see if you, as you keep kneading it, the flour will gradually go away and it will start to get that true bourbon colour you want. So keep doing that. And then we're going to wrap it. You guessed it. In the words of Limp Bizkit, keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Remember, this has got the bicarb of soda in it, so it's going to rise a little bit. You want it a little thinner. Yeah, onto our last one. And this is probably maybe the least well-known traditional one. Party rings are more kind of like a retro, nostalgic birthday party food. Here's a true story for you. When I was a kid, I think it was about 10, I went to this big play area for someone's birthday party. We're all playing around, and there was about 3 other birthday parties going on at the same time. And I clocked a table full of party food, including party rings, sausage rolls, you know, all the standard stuff. I look over it and I'm like, I'm hungry. So I didn't wait for the parent to say, come on, time to eat. I just went through it. I ate a lot of food, looked up, and it was the wrong party, wasn't it? I was too young and innocent to remember what happened next, but I remember being quite well fed. Party rings need a teeny bit more stability, so we're going to do the rubbing again. This time I've broken it down. I'm not using the food processor. I've never liked that method anyway. So you got your flour in there, but you also add a little bit of corn flour just to give it some strength. And then we rub it together again, fingers and thumbs. I should just leave that off, really. There we go. Oh, there's that lovely feeling again. Oh, how I've missed you. All right, that'll do. Vanilla, egg, sugar. And then we just give that a little mix. And I'm not talking about the band. The kids are still obsessed with that Secret Potion song. Take a sip, I'm a secret. Nope. Nope, you're not getting that from me, guys. Alrighty, and you know the drill. Flour down. Counting flowers on the wall. What's that? Reservoir Dogs? Look at that, guys, from Little Mix to Reservoir Dogs. Or was it Pulp Fiction? I don't know. I like both the soundtracks. Again, don't want to make it too dry, but just bring it together. I should have taken my bracelet off as well, by the way. That's actually got the date of birth of both my kids on it and my wedding date, because I always forget it. I always remember Mrs. Barry's birthday, though. That's a good one. More than my own, actually. I'm actually 62. I do a very gentle roll with this one. Delicate. You do want these quite thin. Fridge. You know, this biscuit making is hard work. It's going to taste good, though. them in the fridge until you want to bake them in the oven so that they hold that shape. Once they go in there, keep your eye on it and watch it like a hawk, placing it down on a wire rack to fully cool once done. Bear in mind, all of these biscuits have slightly different cooking times, okay? So if you're doing all 4 at once like I am, I should be over there. I am well happy with that. It's so critical to fridge it, otherwise you'll just lose all of that definition that that the stamps gave us. Once fully cooled, it's time to make the fillings and toppings. The Jammie Dodgers are held together simply with raspberry jam, so carefully dollop that in the middle, bearing in mind that when you press it down, it will expand a little bit. Sometimes people put buttercream around the edge to keep that in, but I don't do that. With the party rings, you want to mix together icing sugar with a small amount of water, so you've got kind of like a thick paste, and then dye it. Ideally 2 different vibrant colours. Dunk the party ring face down into one colour, and then carefully drizzle the other colour across the party ring, using a bamboo skewer to do some little flicks, if you want. The custard cream and bourbons are actually very, very similar. All you do is make a standard buttercream with room temperature butter and icing sugar. Really beat that together until it's smooth. For the bourbons, you add cocoa powder just to mix it through and give it that chocolate vibe. And for the custard creams, you just add a tablespoon of custard powder and mix that through. Wedge together each of those with the creams respectively. Let them firm up, and it's time to gobble up. So this is optional just for the Jammie Dodgers. You can give it a very light dusting. Obviously in the UK, oh, that wasn't very light. In the UK, when you buy them in the shop, they don't really come like that, but yeah, it's kind of cool. I think I just did it because I wanted to do this. Hey! To help me make the thumbnail, our custard creams. They're all creamy and stuff. Nice. That looks good. Our Jammie Dodgers, complete with splodge mark. Yeah! Party ring. Oh yeah. Every party needs a party ring, baby. And last but not least, the chocolate bourbon. Love it. Okay, I've made a bit of a mess today. I'm going to tidy this up, but the other good news is my egg is now nice and firm. Boom. Wow, that was fun. I'm not going to eat all of them though. Lizzie can have a bourbon. Oh yes, very nice. Homer likes to party, so you can have a party ring. Don't. Boston really wants the Jammie Dodger. Amy's asleep, so he's representing the pugs. Wash my hands. I'm going to try a custard cream because I'm just really excited about it. Oh my god. That is so good. I don't think actual custard creams even put custard powder in the filling, so we've done a little bit extra custard there. Ooh, I absolutely love that. Let's not forget about the real winner of this that's made that possible. The recipe, obviously, you can decorate it yourself, but these stamps, make sure you do it after you refrigerate it. Just let it go to room temperature for about 5 minutes, then stamp away and keep them floured, and you'll make them easy. Don't forget to follow me on social media at My Virgin Kitchen. Let me know down below what you want to see next. Subscribe for regular recipes and food fun, and I'll see you again next time.